Hey, what's up, guys? Nate Lopez here again. Also doing a live stream as well. Follow me on there, Nathan Lopez 48. Today I had a super interesting call, and it was very inspirational in the sense that we talked a lot about patience that we've talked about before, and that's a very important topic. And we've talked about how that is imperative to especially millennials coming up, being patient and taking their time and being methodical about their career. In this case, an instance, I actually heard a story where the career happened like too fast, and patience was like letting people know like, hey, I need more time or else I'm gonna fail. And like being self-aware enough to know, and then having the ability to have those crucial conversations around that. So that was like a super really good conversation that I had. It was very inspiring, and I want to talk about. So I want to talk about the root. Like I had that conversation. Like how do you have those conversations, right? So mentors are super important in your growth and development. As an individual, as a person, life mentors, they can be friends, and then also business industry mentors can help you tremendously in your insight on what is important and how they built their career, and what works and what doesn't, and different career paths and things like that. And it can really exponentially save you time. So it's a life hack basically, because it can save you time because you learn so many things from these folks, and it's super imperative. And the question kind of is like, how do you get in the door, right? Like how do you have meetings with like vice presidents or like X, Y, or Z person within your industry? Or how do you get into super like, Gary Vaynerchuk's office, like super entrepreneur guy, to like learn and have him mentor you and help you? And the answer is add value, right? I mean, add value. Like it has to be like these people, like executive vice presidents, super entrepreneurs, Gary Vaynerchuk, these guys like this, like people like this don't just like wake up one day and say, hey, I really want to help John out, right? Like first John has to prove that he's like super hungry, and he's exceeding expectations, and he's willing to like put in the work, and he's willing to grind, and he's willing to hustle, and he's willing to do those things. And that's number one. If you don't have that, you're automatically like out, right? Like you have no chance at like these people's time because you're not worth their time. Two is to even get in the door and have the conversations, you have to add value in a way, and that's super unique. Like figure out a way to like make it a value added proposition where their time gets invested into you. And I think that's really important, and it's difficult to figure out like what that looks like, and every different person is a different unique value added proposition for them, right? So do your research, go on LinkedIn, Google, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, anything, and do your research and figure out what works and what doesn't. I think that's really imperative, and I think in the end, what will happen is you'll be successful at getting people to help you in industry and in entrepreneurship to grow yourself and become more self-aware. So, all right, guys, that's it. Just a quick one. If you have any questions or comments, leave them. Like, subscribe, and until the next one.